What's up, guys? Zach from Ohio Raiders with a follow-up video of the KWA QRF MOD1. I fielded it yesterday at a local field about 3 minutes from where I live, so I can actually give a decent gameplay review of how it operates. Just going over some quick positives of the gun itself, in-game stuff. It's have a rotary style hop-up, which is really nice because it has the click. The stock length, it's a three position stock. There's a fully collapsed. I'm just going to show you. There's fully collapsed. The stock release button is right here where the sling mount is. So the fully collapsed. There's your first position, and then there's your second position. Personally, I run it on the middle one. It's just a better shoulder. It's a better feel for me. But it's nice. So it's a good 3-position stock. The MP5 style mag release. So during the games, I found myself using it more than the standard AR M4 mag release. It was easier because being that it has smaller mag, you want to be able to make sure that you have that grip on the mag, and it was a lot easier. So, but 99% of the time I found myself using that mag release as opposed to, I'm a lefty, so it's this side, but you know, for righties, the standard M4. Moving next to the list is the consistent shots. I was using .28s and .28 Elite Force Bio BBs, and I hit straight shots the entire day. Normally, you know, you get the deviation of a couple shots, but next good positive, with the consistent shots, you're going to get a good range. And with the range, we're going to touch on the FPS adjustment and to do a little digging, but we're going to touch on that in a second. Good range. The field I was at, Crucible Airsoft in Massillon, it's more of a CQB. There's not very many lanes of fire, but the lanes that there are, it has the ability to reach out. So the range was a very, very nice touch for it. It's ambidextrous friendly. I covered that in the first video. I just want to reiterate it because it's really key. Like I said, being that I'm a left-handed firer, you know, having the ability to, if I want to, drop a mag, you know, drop the mock bolt, anything else with the ambidextrous controls, it was very nice. It's becoming more common in airsoft guns, but it's good to see it becoming more popular. The length of the gun is very nice. I started the day off using a tracer unit, so it added a couple inches, but at the end of the day I took it off and just put the standard and the blue flash hider that I got on it, and running it on the mid-leg stock set. You know, it's nice. It's very CQB friendly. You know, you can corner, you're not gonna have 8 inches of barrel coming around a corner before you do. So that paid off on a couple instances. So outside of the gun, outside of the performance base of the gun, there's a couple of things that I had reviewed and looked over after I did the first initial impression video of this, and the FPS adjustment tool was very nice. There's some positive and negatives about it, but it's very easy to access, as I showed it in the first video, and I just want to show it a little bit more in depth to cover it. So inside your stock, let's see if I can get it clear, there's the stock screw. That Phillips head is what holds the stock onto the body of the gun. You remove that Phillips head, it'll bring out the screw and the stock spacer. Then you can use the FPS tool that comes in the box with the gun, insert it into that hole, and you'll feel it set. Now, if you, my gun came all the way screwed to the left, which is the low FPS. As you screw it from left to right, tightening it, it'll tighten the spring in the gun, therefore raising the FPS. I tightened it all the way, and then I backed it off. I maybe 2 or 3 turns, and on my chrono yesterday, I was running at 354. So I would assume maybe fully screwed down, it would maybe be 360 or so. So that's that. I had to do a little bit of digging. There's one other video. It was a Taiwan video, and the guy was it's in English, so if you can find it, it's good. It's a good video. But the guy was talking about, it was a TK45, which has the same kind of system, and he showed the same thing. But on these, it is the same thing. It's right in the stock screw. You insert the tool, screw it right to left, lowers the FPS, left to right, raises the FPS. So I wanted to get that out there in the video so people can know it going forward. A correction I need to make for my first video: it doesn't have a physical manual. It comes with a piece of paper, and I don't have it readily on me, with a website link to the online manual through the KWA website. Now, I went through that link through the website, and it brings up, I think when they uploaded it, it uploaded wrong or something because it doesn't fully load. It gives me an error message, and it might just be me, but it doesn't come with a physical manual. It comes with a link to a manual, which is still nice because then you can just upload it or download it onto your phone and have it whenever you are. So you can take that or leave it. Next point is about the Odin speed loaders. These have become obviously very popular because of the ability to speed load in the fashion that they do. Now, I found that you can use the Odin speed loaders with these magazines, and I'm sure this goes for not only the MOD1, but the MOD2 and the TK45s. All you really have to do, you have to line up the feed hole with the hole, and you just have to hold it down. You have to just keep a tight grip on it, and it'll load fine. So that was nice. You don't have to have, I know people make the 3D printed, the universal adapters, which are nice, don't get me wrong, but you don't need it for this. And I would be willing to bet that that's going to be cross-platform for not only these, which are proprietary mags, but also the TK45s and the MOD2, which are, those two guns are they are compatible mags across those two platforms. So, which is nice. But yeah, the Odin speed loaders, like I said, you line up the feed tube with the hole, you just hold it in there. It's like 4 or 5 cranks. You got an 80 round loaded mag. Moving into, wouldn't call it a negative, but the only thing realistically, going over this gun a few times and thinking about yesterday and just holding the gun and everything, the only thing that I would not even call a negative, call it a wish, is how the PTS mags, I have one somewhere, let me grab it. On the PTS mags, if you're familiar with it, right here, when this mag is fully loaded, there's a little spacer that is orange. So you'll know when the mag is fully loaded. After loading it, it'll pop a little orange spacer thing in there, and you know it's fully loaded. It's the only thing, and I wish this was across every magazine, AEG magazines. I wish these had that. Just even, you know, they have the ability, they have the nice, you know, the squares, so you can number your mags, you can put your initials or whatever on it to personalize them so people don't swipe them, because, you know, let's face it, people suck. But just a small window somewhere with that that same style orange spacer, so you know when you have a fully loaded magazine. Then these are, And these are 80 rounds, so they're going to go quicker, but that's also, you know, that's what you get. You get 80 rounds. And it's not a bad thing either. You know, the PTS are, regular M4 mags are, what, 130, so you're not losing out on a whole lot. So, just a wish list thing, I guess you could call it. Now, something that I experienced throughout the day yesterday while running it, I just ran my Haley with the SMG inserts in it. I found it hard, not hard, it was difficult, or more of an annoyance during mag changes to, you know, to pull your mag out, or to pull one out of the mag carrier, being able to re-index mags. The issue, because these are more just they're elastic, they're not Kydexed, and I'm sure either Haley Strategic themselves or MC Kydex, which is another phenomenal company, makes them, or will make them, or can make them. I know they can do custom orders, which is a big reason of why they're a phenomenal company. They make phenomenal products. So if you haven't, go check them out. It's MC Kydex, and they have a very wide variety of Kydex everything. So that was the only annoyance that I found yesterday, was the mag change, and that has nothing to do with the gun platform at all. I guess it's more of me getting used to it, doing the mag changes with this and with the elastic, and maybe just finding some Kydex inserts and being a lot easier. So overall, I give this a complete 5 out of 5. I would recommend this to anybody who is looking to get an SMG, CQB, like an indoor gun. And I think maybe this year, depending on what the AO is, I might try and run this at a bigger Milsim event and see how it performs for a longer game, or longer ops. So again, I'd give it a 5 out of 5. You know, it's a phenomenal gun. It's very unique. It has a unique look. You know, it definitely, it's a good gun. I'm super pleased with it. I'm super happy that I got it. I'd been looking forward to it since they announced, or since they previewed it at SHOT Show. So as soon as I could, I got my pre-order in, and I couldn't be happier with it. I'm starting to see more people purchasing it, and it's going to become a popular platform. I know there's been channels talk about it getting more looks and kind of putting the ARP9 out, and that's a possibility. I don't care one way or the other. I like the gun. I like how it runs. I like how it looks. That's why I got it. So I want to thank you guys for watching the video, sticking with it through the whole thing. Hopefully this kind of gives a little bit more insight into the KWA QRF MOD1. And yeah, so if you have any comments, drop them in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. And if you guys are out, or if you have an event that's in maybe the Midwest that is sounds interesting or looks promising, shoot us a comment, shoot us a message, let us know about it. So, this has been Zach with Ohio Raiders. Thanks for watching.